Hi guys, thank you for clicking on my video. Today's video is going to be a check-in for week 4 in November. So I like to say before we get started that if this is the first video of mine you've watched, thank you for stopping by. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, thank you for clicking on another. It really means a lot. So let's get started with my weekly check-in. So I'm just going to zoom you in slightly. There we go. And let's go through my cash envelopes. So these cash envelopes are from an Etsy store called BudgetWithIra, and he's also BudgetWithIra here on YouTube. And I think these are amazing quality cash envelopes. And I also have some larger cash envelopes as well, which I use for my sinking funds. So without further ado, let's get started. So we'll start with my petrol envelope. I'm certain I've not spent anything in here, but we'll count it together. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 5. So we've still got £65 in here. Let's set that off to the side. So we've not spent anything in petrol, and we have £65 to roll over. Our next envelope is spending, and I have spent some money in here. We have £5 left, and I spent £15, £14.26. So we spent, I'm just going to round it up to 15. So we have £5 to roll over. Let's put this £5 back in the envelope. Our next envelope is eating out, and I have spent money in here. My receipt is here. I spent £4.99 on a bubble tea. So we're just going to count it as £5. So we spent 5. We've got nothing to roll over. Clothes, I haven't spent anything in this envelope. So we've still got £5 to roll over. Beauty, same, I've not spent anything. So we have £5 to roll over. And miscellaneous, I haven't spent any. So we've got £5 to roll over. So I don't empty my cash envelopes at the end of every week. That's just because I don't stuff a lot into them to begin with. And I just like things to build up because I don't go shopping every week. Let's look into my purse and see what change I have. I'm not going to dump it out because that'll make a lot of noise. There we go. So I like to keep £1 in my purse as well as 2 20p's, just so I have change. So then to put into my change jars, I will zoom you out slightly. There we go. So we have £1 to put into my pound jar. Should probably have taken the lids off in advance. We have 70p to add to my silvers. And then we have 5p to add to the coppers. There we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this rollover money to the opening balance of the current week that I'm on. There we go. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So we've got £65 in petrol, £5 in spending, nothing in eating out, £5 in clothes, £5 in beauty, and £5 in miscellaneous. Now that that's done, I am going to, which is the easiest way to get to it? Here it is. Ooh. Where I keep track of all of my spending. So we're going to fill this in. I'm going to get my pens ready. I'm just going to take the lids off. So I am trying to spend less money. Unfortunately, this week hasn't gone quite to plan with the Black Friday sales, but that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. So let's get started with writing everything down. So to start with, this week, on the 22nd, I spent £4. Actually, I should zoom you in so you can see. There we go. I spent, on the 22nd, I spent £4 in the Co-op, and that was on Christmas gifts. On the 22nd, I also spent, my apologies, that was supposed to be on my credit card, so that gets written in purple. So I'll just put a circle around that. On the 22nd, I also spent £44.99 on my credit card, and that was on a Switch game, or 2 Switch games. On the 26th, I had my first interest come on my credit card, so I'm not interest free anymore, so it definitely needs to be more of a priority of paying off my credit card, and that was £39.09. Going back to the 25th, I spent another £4 on Christmas gifts in the Co-op. On the 26th, I spent £6.70 on eBay, and that was for a couple of the Zip Pocket cash envelopes. On the 26th as well, I spent £3.54 on Etsy, and that was for some vinyl labels to stick on the cash envelopes. On the 27th, now that was Black Friday, I did spend £123.38 in Waterstones on books, because it was triple stamps if you're in the UK. On the 27th as well, I did spend £5.55 on Etsy, and that was for some trackers for my sinking funds from an Etsy store called Jordan Budgets. On the 27th as well, I spent £15.30 in Tesco's and £15.83 in Lidl's, and they were for things to make a Christmas cake as well as some snacky foods ready for Christmas. So that should be everything that I've spent on my credit card. Nope, there was another one on the 22nd for £10 on Etsy. I apologise if you can hear the sirens. And I'm just looking here. I've already written down the Switch games on the 20th, so I can take them off the 22nd. Because I spent it on that day, but it didn't come through until this day. So I've got confused, but that's fine. Everything else is correct. So that's the credit card. We're going to move on to writing cash. So on the 28th, I spent, if my pen will work, £4.99 from my eating out envelope, and that was for the bubble tea. And then we will go on to bank, everything that goes through my bank account now. So on the 22nd, I had my income from my weekly paying job. I don't know if you can see. And that was for £147.80. And then as soon as that came in, I then took out £140 for cash envelopes / sinking funds. So I took out most of that cash then. On the 23rd, I spent £7.60. And that was to transfer to a friend of mine because she was away and spotted some nice chocolate that I asked her to buy for me. So I just paid her back. So I will just put friend. On the 25th, I spent £10.70 on a takeaway. So normally I would spend that out of my cash envelopes, but I decided to take that out of my buffer instead. So that was for an Indian. Then on the 27th, I had a bill come out, and that was for £9.99, and that was for Spotify, which I'm tempted to cancel my subscription to because I don't use it all that often. So that is all of my spending for last week. I don't believe there was anything on the 24th. So that is my only no spend day for last week. So we're just going to go in and write no spend. There we go. So that is that. So thank you for watching my video today. It was a bit of a mess. I'm just getting into grips with filming myself writing on my calendar here. So thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed, please consider hitting that like button, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye!